German destroyers excel in close-quarters combat and fighting for key areas thanks to their large HP pools, powerful main armament, and the hydroacoustic search consumable they carry. But they aren't just focused specialists. They are truly versatile fighters that are capable of keeping an entire enemy team at bay with specific fighting techniques they can employ against any ship type. Today, we're going to review Tier 8 destroyer Z35 in detail. Destroyer Z35's path to the Kriegsmarine wasn't an easy one. The ship should have been laid down within the Type 1938B destroyer series as early as in the spring of 1939. However, German intelligence reported that the new French and British destroyers were outperforming the project, so the Kriegsmarine cancelled it. In September, ships carrying the same letter names were reordered along with the already developed Type 1936A design, which was equipped with a 150mm main battery. But at the beginning of World War II, the project was cut, and so was our Z35. As a result, the ship was laid down as late as January 1941, and construction progressed very slowly. Meanwhile, the designers had to review the characteristics of the Type 1936A destroyers, taking into account their operational experience and the return to having a 127mm main battery. Thus, at the beginning of 1942, it was decided to complete construction using a third revision of the amended Type 1936B design. The destroyer was commissioned into the Navy in February 1944 and then sent to the Eastern Front, the Baltic Sea. She was actively engaged in providing fire support for ground troops, protecting convoys from aircraft attacks and laying mines. In December 1944, Z35 ended up in an old German minefield and sank while attempting to mine Soviet communication lines in the estuary of the Gulf of Finland. Z35 can be proud of her rapid-firing main guns with flak ballistics that allow her to efficiently attack enemies at distances of up to 12.1 kilometers. Her high-explosive shells In addition to HE shells, German destroyers carry strong armor-piercing shells that will allow you to attack poorly armored cruisers if you manage to hit their broadsides. Smoke screens will help you escape from return enemy fire, but the short duration of their smokes means that you won't be firing from behind a smoke screen for too long. They lack of engine boost, but their large number of smoke generator charges and short cooldown period for the consumable, as well as their decent maneuverability characteristics, will enable them to hide from the enemy when they need to. Their torpedo armament is weaker than that of other same-tier destroyers, and the range of the torpedoes is just 6 kilometers, while their maximum damage is slightly less than 14,000. That's why you shouldn't depend on their torpedoes as your primary means of inflicting damage. Nevertheless, if you're skillful enough, you can attack an enemy from behind an island or surprise a slow-moving target through use of hydroacoustic search and smoke generator. Such actions require precision, but in case of success, the target will take significant damage and most likely be destroyed. The ship has AA defenses that are typical for destroyers of her tier, but that have a short firing range. It's possible to fight off a single airborne raider, but surviving repeated raids will be tough. Here, a smoke screen will come in handy again. Hydroacoustic search and her powerful main battery make Z35 great for controlling key areas, despite her average concealment compared with other destroyers. When doing so, it's better to act with rapid-firing cruisers and support. Your allies will be able to annihilate any enemy destroyers spotted by your hydroacoustic search. Z35 isn't afraid of destroyers except for those with a strong main battery, so you can fight against them mano a mano. Your HP pool will give you a good chance to emerge victorious from such a battle. Battleships aren't dangerous either if they're distracted and engaged in artillery exchanges with other ships. Cruisers pose the biggest threat because they have optimal sets of consumables to deploy against destroyers, and as a rule, their high rate of fire and good maneuverability are enough to do the job. The range of Z35's torpedoes is insufficient to attack stealthily, and her smoke screen lasts too little time to inflict damage using her main guns. You should avoid cruisers in the first half of a battle when they still have a significant part of their HP pool. Focus instead on fighting for key areas against other destroyers during that time. You can say about Z35 that she is balanced enough, meaning that all of her combat characteristics are quite good. She'll come in handy in various in-game scenarios, and will always be able to assist her team if her captain is skillful enough. Good luck, captains.
クロスアルティヒーやった